Welcome to Song Surgery. My name is Pat Tarpey, and I am a songwriter, producer, and mixer here based in Nashville, Tennessee. Today's episode, if you've been following along at all, you'll know this name. I've said it many times. My buddy Warren Garrett. This is a song by him. It's called Lala Land. The two of us are the only ones on the song. I mean, basically, he came to me kind of with a voice memo and an idea, and I was like, come to the studio now, because that is sick, and we just fucking did the damn thing. So, let's just get right into it by listening, and then we'll start breaking things down.
1, 2, 3, 4. To be honest, I'm not honest, no. When I tell myself you shouldn't let me go. It was working, but it ain't working anymore. To be honest, I'm not honest, no. Is the truth still something that I need? When we're finding happy in our fantasy, the one where I still think that you love me. Is the truth still something that I need? So turn away the mirror, I don't wanna see. I think I like it here more than in reality. There's nothing I can do, so just put out the lights. I already know the truth, I'd rather live a lie.
Quite the delay tail on those post-rock guitars. As you can hear, this is a pretty rock-influenced song. This came at a time where, Warren and I were kind of discussing the dynamic of a relationship where when you're together and you're just kind of at the crib, gaming, watching movies, whatever, it's like you're living in La La Land and you don't want to think about the realities surrounding a relationship, the difficult things, the troubling things that require a lot of work. And this was the byproduct of that. I mean, La La Land is a super fun title, and we wanted the song instrumentally to kind of reflect that. There's a real journey from intro into that final explosion of emotion and that giant hook. This was also a really fun one because we were exploring the idea of, using an instrumental hook as opposed to just your normal sort of chorus top line hook, which is something that is probably difficult to execute in pop and country exclusively. But in genres like rock, it is something that's a little bit more doable because you can capitalize on dynamics to make that full arrangement, that full dynamic punch really intense and really kind of the major punctuation of the song. Not to throw out the importance of the lyric here. I think the lyric is super touching. It's very vulnerable. And on that note, again, started as a voice memo. He brought it into the studio and it was a super vulnerable thing. So I was like, yo, dude, fucking intro. Like, this is about you, your thoughts, the situation that you're currently in, and the emotion that's pouring out of you. We don't need to, dress that up in any funny way, which is how I was like, bro, just do us like a count in when you're laying down the acoustics.
1, 2, 3, 4. To be honest.
And that immediately is, just the acoustic guitar, the weird kind of verby effect thing, and just the vocal alone is super dry. It's super in your face. It's super naked. And, it's scary for me as a producer because my tendency is to want to take all the sounds in the world and have constantly things moving around and making it interesting and exciting. But we just wanted to kind of just lay our chests bare, here's my gut, stab me in it kind of thing with the lyrics. So that's what we do for the verse. And then the chorus.
Turn away the mirror, I don't want to see.
We add a few elements as we go along. It's primarily still the acoustic guitar. I added that sort of, let's see, we got a couple things going on here in the guitar tracks. We got this guy. Oh, that's a pad, sorry. We bring that sort of weird ambient guitar in to kind of punctuate his lyric. And it becomes... And again, it becomes sort of like the interesting thing in the chorus that keeps the energy building and moving. And then we add in this weird, super filtered guitar. The whole idea for me production-wise here was we're dealing with raw emotion. It's not a very polished lyric. It's not a very poppy lyric. Let's keep the sounds weird. I left in a lot of breaths in the vocal. I left in a lot of weird, kind of sloppy, honestly, things that happen in the guitars because we thought that it deserved that kind of serves the song. And the whole time the lyric is building and building through the pre and the chorus.
One where I still think that you love me.
Also, I love that fucking line. Let's listen to that again.
Is the truth still something that I need?
We'll get there.
When we're finding happy in our fantasy. The one where I still think that you love me. Is the truth still something that I need?
He just sounds so fucking sad. And he's not necessarily, you know, lyrically saying things that haven't been said before, but like we did a bunch of vocal takes and they were getting progressively better and better. And I was like, bro, they need to stay raw. Like they don't need to be these perfect fucking like super polished, you sound incredible. This is a, you know, pop record vocals. They need to sound horrified and forlorn and honestly kind of reminiscent. I hurt myself today, like that kind of fucking thing. And I think that we got that. So then the song takes on an entirely different turn, which I guess, you know, from a production standpoint, again, serving the song, this is like symbolizing we've gotten it off our chest. Now we're just going to fucking scream it. You know what I mean?
I'd rather live a lie.
That is loud. And now we're starting to introduce a theme here. Or, I mean, it's kind of been played on the acoustic, but we really drive it home here instrumentally with the electric. The and as we listen through, you'll hear where it becomes important. Theme. Theme is an important thing sometimes. It doesn't work in every genre. It doesn't work for every song. But I think there's a difference too between like a lot of songs will start with a catchy lick and then the lick might never come back, or maybe it comes back in like a turnaround or it comes back in like a hook. But a theme is something that gets built upon and expounded upon as the song goes and goes and goes. And this is our theme here. La 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 la. Like literally that's what I was thinking when we were talking about the title La La Land. Like I just want to put my fingers in my ears and go la 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 la. I don't want to think about the outside world. I just want to think about this feeling, this emotion. I want to stay in it. La 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 la. So we do that. Dropping us into verse 2 here. Let's take this out of quarter notes there. So verse 2.
If we just play pretend, it never has to end. Hide away, roll the dice, live in our own paradise. No more problems, hold my hand. Nothing touches, never lands. All I know is how it feels. Who cares if it's not real?
Fuck, I love that verse. So the verse is very simple here, just chuggy guitars, dun 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 dun. Reminiscent of la 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 la. But anyways, carrying right along. Very simple there, just super chuggy stuff. Really just taking a backseat, letting Warren just develop the lyric a little bit more. He's just giving us more feelings of I want to do this. I want to be an ostrich. I want to stick my head in the ground. I don't want to think about the reality of anything. Do an interesting little guitar lick here. Just to give the verse something interesting to move along to. And then we follow that up with this really cool break.
All I know is how it feels. Who cares if it's not real? So turn away the mirror. I don't want to see. I think I like it here more than in reality. There's nothing.
So now we're full bore. We're not down. We are wide open. What's going on in the chorus? Remember that guy? That's our theme, right? It's still going on in the background. We've got some pad action. There's a BGV package. I think I did some shit.
So turn away the mirror. I don't want to see. I think I like it here more than in reality. There's nothing I can do. So just put out the light.
I just wanted to fill up some of the sides with some higher information. Warren has a really cool, gravelly, deep voice, and you know, I'm not the greatest singer in the world, but I do have like a pretty decent range, so it kind of worked out really well where I could actually hit the octave above him. So I was like, let's just do that. I'll stack with him. There's a couple of emphasis things. And now, so what we did on chorus 1 was we went down and then we used the instrumental as the main hook. So now we've got to figure out a way, how do we make, okay, we've hit them with the full package. We've got our theme going in the background, but we're going to get into another hook here. What do we do here? Let's listen.
I already know the truth. I'd rather live a lie.
The theme and the delay tail, Jesus. You can tell that I was really excited about post-rock delays. This fucking tone here. Yeah, your boy was on some shit. That delay tail's forever. But what did we add? I just figured that's getting old, isn't it? I didn't think about that for the video. Whatever. You know, keep it going. La 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 land. Added some whistles in there. Just make it the like la la la, I don't give a fuck kind of emotion. Just maximum that feeling. And we do that for the first half. We double it, and then Warren, being the goated guitar player that he is, gives us a little solo. Let's check that out. We'll go into it. So the bridge, again, I love a fucking bridge. I'm tired of songs that don't have bridges in them. Bridges are the moment to just fucking spill your guts, man. So that's what he does lyrically there. We keep that solo tone going. I think we ride the volume down a little bit there. We add these little bendies in to support it. And those are just essentially kind of doubling what the rhythm section is doing. Those ba, ba, those holes that are kind of like on the offbeat. La La Land. We're always coming back to La La Land. We're always coming back to La La Land. That's pretty fun. And now we have hit the listener with this long, big, emotional thing. What do?
Have a sleep in La La Land. So turn away the mirror. I don't wanna see. I think I like it here more than in reality.
We're out. We're fucking gone. Deuces. We just hit you with a bunch of building. Then what do? It's kind of like when you're sitting at home and you're thinking about the relationship or the whatever it is that might be falling apart, or maybe it's something, your financial situation. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. That's for you to decide, valued viewer, all two of you. But after you get like the emotional roller coaster, in this particular instance, we didn't really want it to have like a happy resolve. We just wanted to come back and we're going to sit with we're going right back into the feeling. We've declared we don't want to deal with it anymore. And now we're just going to it's just Warren and the guitar again.
So turn away the mirror. I don't want to see. I think I like it here more than in reality.
That's it. And like, that's the fucking song, man. This is one of my favorite songs, that I think I've ever been a part of here in Nash. And I think I probably say that about most of the ones that I show on this, but this one was really special because it just came at a time where I think Warren definitely needed it, and I also needed it. I didn't know that I needed it, but I did, and I'm just super fucking proud of it. Regarding, I don't think there's too much to say else about it because it's a pretty short song. It's designed to just feed you an emotion, punch you in the face, and then leave you with the emotion to sit there. There's, typically I think you come out of a big bridge, you go to a down chorus, you bring it right back. That's the standard kind of format. And we were like, nah, fuck that. We're not doing that. We're kind of doing our own thing here. which was really, really fun. It was cool to take some creative risks. I don't remember how well the song streamed. I don't really give a fuck. We're just super happy with how this turned out. Whenever this comes up on a playlist, on shuffle, I turn it all the way up. You know what I mean? It's pure catharsis, and sometimes that's exactly what songs need to be. I know we need our pop bangers. I know we need our at the club, and we need our drinking songs, and our we like beer and fucking boobs and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes it's cool to, feel your feelings and do it with song. So anyways, it's almost like why this kind of shit exists. But anyways, I digress. I'll get off my soapbox. This was a really fun one. Hope you enjoyed, valued viewer, all 1, 2, or 3 of you, if you even exist. If you did, let us know. And by let us know, I mean let me know in the comments below. Give it a like. Follow along. We're going to be doing more of these. You know, we're still early in the days of the channel here, so if there's any other types of content that you'd like to see, like how we got some of the tones or why some of the decisions were made, feel free to let us know. I got to stop saying us. Let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to make that content. Still trying to figure out the direction of things here. We're going to keep the song surgery situation going because I do think that it offers some valuable behind the scenes. I think sometimes my commentary can be helpful, but if there's a desire for other information, more detailed mixing breakdowns, etc., we can do that too. So I'm going to sign off here. Love yourself. Love your friends. Keep making good music. Peace out.